Hey folks, Quillykin here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. It is our RimMart edition, and today we're finally taking care of some things that I've been wanting to take care of for a while. Well, first of all, we are going and taking out this sunblocker, which we need to get our plants working in. Still got a volcanic winter happening, and it'll be nice to see that go away so that it's not quite so frigid here, but the sunblocker is the only thing we have control over, and really the only thing that's a true problem. The other thing I finally want to start is I want to start finally organizing my big box store here. It's been a mess for too long, and I mean, to be fair, we've had lots of different priorities, but yeah, it's time to make things neat. So I'm setting up some rows of shelves. We got limestone shelves coming out here. I mean, stone shelves isn't really what you would see at your local big department store, but we have plenty of blocks, and I think metal shelves would be a little bit more realistic, but I don't think I want to eat that cost. And this is nice and fireproof. I am making use of one of the biggest reasons I'm running the furniture enhanced vanilla furniture expanded mod, and maybe might not even be the base mod, might be some of the sub mods for that, was to gain access to decals, because then I always want to like label. I mean, I want to label lots of things. If we take a look, and actually this just changed with the update to furniture, they just reorganized things. There's no more furniture extended tab. The props over here, if you take a look at the decals, that's where a lot of these are. I was wondering if there might have been more kind of words that might fit for my little departments. I'm not sure there are necessarily that many for fit with what we're doing. We do have letters, so we could even spell some things out, but for now I quite like just like labeling the aisles, right? So we've got aisle 1, 2, 3, etc. And then the sort of columns, the A side versus the B side. And I've already sort of started to organize with the storages. So this is going to be just apparel, just weapons. This whole block is just the default shelving thing, which is just preferred for everything. These are made for important for those. And then I've got a little mini stockpile here for the building type stuff, which can't go on shelves. So this will be uninstalled furniture, but also, and probably mostly art pieces. But like this dresser theoretically should end up in this area, and I suspect we're going to need more storage for that. But we'll see what happens once this gets built and things start to get picked up and cleaned up and look nice. The other thing I'm going to want to do, and it might be a perfect time to do it now, since all our crops have died off because of the combination of it is winter, and then we got the volcanic winter, and then the sun is blocked, and we've got a cold snap. So I'm actually surprised these heel roots didn't die, but it might be the perfect time to go and rebuild our farming. And yeah, I put this little placeholder irrigation sprinkler ages ago. I did go and just move it over by 1 notch here, because originally it was going to be a little too close. So I'm doing that. And then these guys are spaced out that there should be 1 gap between them all for a little walk path, which should look kind of nice. And I think I'll even be paving these corners, like this sort of roundy area, once we get things sorted out. So actually I should cancel that one outright. I'm trying to think. I guess what I should do maybe is turn off sowing on all these so that we don't end up replanting these, since I'm gonna move them. I mean, I guess it could even be just torn down. Leave that for now. And those are rich soils, but I don't think I'm gonna worry too much about the rich soil. We'll just go and place things in orderly ways with the irrigation sprinklers. This area will benefit from rich soil as a little bit of a bonus, but is otherwise not a big deal. All right. I think with all that, we can go in and pause. Oh, I queued up a bunch of research as well, including the smoke pop packs, which I should have had sooner to help deal with these mech turrets, but we'll have them maybe for the next group. And we might just make it so that everyone carries them all the time, so we've got lots of options for it. We do have some guests nearby, which is lovely. Oh, and we've arrived at the sunblocker. That's right, we were just about to arrive, I think, when we ended the last episode. So, KitchenAid's not terribly happy right now. Had to leave the colony. Yeah, I mean, they're all going to have this -30 over here. Do the people at home have anything for other people having left? No. But yeah, this is probably going to linger, isn't it? Okay, it doesn't have a timer on it. These do, so I guess maybe this will go away as soon as we get back. But yeah, we hate traveling. And... Wait, what? Is the threads always these Yorkies? Not like some sort of tribal? Oh, okay. All right, well then don't move forward. Just spread out a little this way. Maybe I should have brought a dedicated mailer. Combat command is on cooldown. Cover's not really going to help here. It might buy us 1 extra tick as they kind of go around a corner, but not really. We're just hoping to take care of them all before they come into melee and force us to switch to much less effective damage, although that's part of the reason for the spread here. I could set up and do some kiting, but I think I just want max DPS. I mean, it's not like the Yorkies are the most terrifying things in the universe. Is that really it? All right. There might still be something, especially as we get closer, but we will see. Ground penetrating scanner is done. That's great. So we can get our mining setup operating. I'm not going to rush to set up quite yet, though. And I'm just going to do the thing where I shoot through the wall, even though it's not really required, but just in case there's something inside where we don't have someone poking through the door immediately. Can you guys shoot this from here? You'll probably have to, yeah, just randomly knock through a little bit more of the wall, but that's okay. I mean, that is the sunblocker. Yeah, good. Okay, and that's the map. We could deconstruct some things, but I don't think there's any good reason to do that. All right, let's reform. Now, this is the caravan where I did give you silver, right? Reform caravan. If I went here, 1.2 days, I think you've got the food for it. Let's go and check. We did get a component. We can get some steel. Increasing your travel time. Yo, drop this fecal sludge. Maybe someone was still carrying some fecal sludge and I just didn't find it. Or they accrued it on the trip. No, someone probably was carrying it. No. Sure, keep that. And yeah, we do have the silver. Okay. We only have 2.9 days worth of food. I mean, you will harvest a little more. You get there in 1.6 days, which will leave you with 1.3 days. You might have a little bit more, although some of these might end up rotting. I don't know. We might end up with a little bit more from this. We could maybe buy some. No, let's just go home. Everyone wants to go home. Let's just send them home. And then if I wanted to, I could theoretically just grab some more stuff. Do I want to grab some chunks? I mean, they're super heavy. Maybe I'll grab the steel stuff because we can deconstruct it. It's not even slowing us down too much. Let's get you. And maybe we'll just fill ourselves up with some more marble then. I mean, it's only 3 extra chunks, but so be it. Goes to 0.6 days. That's fine. Okay, let's do that. Focus on being back in the base. There we go. The shelves are coming up. That's going to look nice. I'm so happy. This turtle... How'd you get downed? Frostbite. It's that cold in here. We'll put a little finish up. You guys, this turtle's been wandering around for a bit. And it's really annoying to kill turtles. Although it's a good way to train up your shooting. It takes forever to do it. And they're not actually a real threat. And this isn't forbidden, which is fine. The others are, which is fine. We've been ambushed by man-hunting monkeys. Oh, there are 2. I was going to say monkey... and then just drop off the S, but it does look like there are 2. Okay, this should be fine. Okay. Some rain, which is going to make our people unhappy. They are small, so it can be a little hard to shoot them. Can you switch targets to the one that's closer? Thank you very much. All right, battle 1. Oh yeah, you're still got force targeting on, but that's fine. You're not going to have to do a finish off or anything. World map. Reform to there. Yeah, this is... Did I click the wrong... I might have clicked this complex. Because I was like, these destinations don't make any sense anymore. But yeah, we can move. All right. I might have been sending them to the wrong place. So like, the travel time doesn't make sense, but we're okay. Let me drop these chunks. Grab more of these slag chunks. All right, go. Oh, it's going to look so nice. See, this is already filled up. Okay, so we're going to need another spot here for the furniture. So what I'm going to do is shrink zone over here, and it's 3 tiles of space. I mean, obviously I can tell because I can align with the existing one. And then I need a new stockpile zone. And I can copy. We can't link these together, but I can copy the settings. Paste the settings, and then furniture, build props, not borders. Borders have some cool stuff in it, but isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for decals, and I was using, yeah, these double line setups. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, you can't drag this. Click, 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 click. And oh yeah, we've got to label this. So this will be B tree. Done and done. Okay. And I'll probably want to try to get more of these like focused so we get less of the mishmash, right? Try to have some organization. I suspect the apparel and especially the weapons, I think is only going to be like partially full. So we might be able to double up on some things, but we'll see how they look once they fill up. All right. Major break risk. Is that still KitchenAid? I think. Hopefully you do instantly feel better when you get to this, get back home. Inspired creativity on metal crafts. That is really interesting. Oh, your crafting's only a 5. Your art's an 8. Metal crafts. Yeah, you're not really set on any of these. So inspired creativity will give a +2 to the final quality, which is a big jump. I mean, we could even consider doing something like, what if we put metal crafts as a... Oh, you can't even be a VP of product development. I was going to say for an extra +1. Yeah, I don't think you're high enough level for us to look to take advantage of your inspiration. The odds of you... I mean, I guess the odds of a masterwork might not be too bad. But, nah, I'm not going to stress. Doing some maintenance. I don't think anyone needs conversion. Oh, I want to put this back to flee as a default. We'd had to change it to ignore to build up our little anti-mech base setup. Okay, our Night Owl, I think it might be KitchenAid. I'm not sure. Maybe that's one of the reasons they're so miserable. Or we might want to double check the schedules after everyone's back to make sure that's looking okay. You should be here the next day. -28. Okay, it has gotten a legit cold out there. Let's take a look at our temperature map mode here. In our bedrooms, yeah, it's only 10 degrees. They got a heater in each one. Hopefully this cold snap ends soon. I mean, we're not double walled, but... And I mean, there's linked, so it's one big room, but there are 2 heaters over here. Yeah, that's actually nuts. So we're going to get the slept in the cold debuff, which is unfortunate. And yet what we might do, even though normally what we do, right, with our production is we really kind of focus on 1 or 2 like types of goods, like one weapon that we make en masse to make sure everyone's armed equally. And I still don't want my people armed equally because it looks nice and it's easier to manage and it's usually optimized because it's like, well, right now the best weapon we can have is this, so why wouldn't we want everyone on that? But I might want a huge variety of weaponry in these shops. Now, we're going to end up with that anyway, though, right? With raids coming in. Like, we do go and smash down everything that's of super low quality and with low durability. But other than that, we're not selling these to merchants. So we really do have to have them up for sale. And we really do have to hope that people will purchase things. There's our smoke pop belt recipe ready to go. Let's add, we do the launchers too, and the shells, but no, I think we'll just do the packs. Do we make chem fuel right now? I'm not sure that we do. Anyway, I'm going to do until X, and I'm going to keep a couple around. Again, we're hopefully going to be setting this up so that people are highly equipping this. This is probably going to conflict, I suspect, with the ammo pack, not to mention the tool belts and things. I guess the ammo pack, we can leave 1 around. I mean, I guess I could just set it to 1, so we always have 1 on the shelf. Forgot the ammo packs are adding a lot to our DPS, though. Well, in theory, like I still don't know exactly how those reload speeds were translating to extra DPS, but and yeah, these are set up so that they are capturing all these shelves perfectly here with this triple gap. So we'll be able to do some orbital. Wait. That's right. We don't sell the ships. I mean, this would make perfect sense. Oh, part of me is like, is there a drive-through window? No, not really. Not for most stuff. There's at-home delivery that you can get in real life and things, but that's not what this is simulated either. Maybe I don't set these up. I still might want to buy from trade ships, but that mostly means I need to have my silver somewhere that's got a trade beacon. We could make an exception for space traders, but it feels like we're breaking one of our own rules, and I don't want to do that. All right, You guys, what time is it? Okay, good. You will get here before the end of the day. That's great. Oh, look. Okay, so the triangle lead left us 12 gold, which ain't much, but we did boost their mood enough that we're not allied with them. That's nice, so we can call in some help should something happen. We'll need the comms console, which we'll also need if we want to do anything with the orbital trade beacons. But I'm not going to prioritize that. I'm prioritizing other things. Look how clean and neat this is looking now. Wonderful. I might want to have, and I don't want this shelf necessarily, but I often like, what was this for? Was this for research previously? Maybe? I suppose I might as well go and put seats at these various stations. I might build some more. Oh, and solar panels power is working again, so I can turn the power back on both of these guys. And I might rearrange it. Anyway, I was going to go and build a shelf. Yes, shelf. I think it all fits in the shelf. For unfinished, which I like to do. So anything that is currently being worked on but is not yet finished, we'll put a critical shelf over here so it keeps it off the floor, but near our working area. I don't know if this is the exact position I'm going to want for it. Because it would... No, I can still put something there in a chair. It might look awkward. What if I put it there instead? Yeah, that doesn't bother me too much. Copy, paste the settings, cancel that one. And then... at some point, like, in theory, really, I don't want anything in the workshop that's on the ground over here. It might be nice to be able to spot it for overflow. Or stockpile is what I mean. You know, because if you see anything on the ground, it tells you need more shelving. But I might just want to limit it to a small area. If I go and shrink, and if I do this, will it get rid of those? I don't know. I guess what I can do is this, and then it'll choose one half. There we go. And it happened to choose the half that I did want to keep. So I'm going to trim this back to like this. So if we see anything on the ground here, it's telling us we need to go and set up our better stuff. Okay. Rock Gardener is throwing a tantrum. Yeah, you had to leave the colony. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. We might want to use Price Points Council on, let's say, Major Minor, because they're pretty miserable right now. Okay, +8. It didn't really cancel correctly. Hopefully we get a talk down. And this isn't the I'm going to go and destroy a stack of components kind of tantrum, so that's not too bad. Yes, we've got more stuff over here. I think the floor storage will be something that occupies a lot of space. And really, I am wondering if these should be closer over here, because I think we're likely to interact with them more. I might end up moving that. And then just these areas over here might just be these floor storage versions. And then over here, I don't know. We'll see. So we still have Volcanic Winter. We still have this Cold Snap, which is seeming like it's lasting for a while, but is manageable. Okay. And then I was going to say, yeah, you have a simple thing for creating a grow zone. And this one is going to be set to rice. Now, I don't think anyone's going to be planting anything currently because it is so cold. But I'm going to do like a full rice one, maybe a full cotton one, because we think we still want a clothing industry. Or no, you know what? It's going to be a full, especially where the fertile territory is, a full devil strand one, since it takes a long time to do, and we do want that. And then maybe one that's like 60% cotton, 40% heel root. Now, these theoretically are working. We might want more water pull. We need we need another pump if we want to be able to max out. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go and preemptively just get ourselves some extra bufferage. So this will let us not quite reach 3,000 because then we'll be well limited, but we're almost doubling our pumping capacity. We'll double our storage. I don't think we need more hot water tanks. Do we have any stats about how much water this is going to use? Oh, 1,000 liters each morning. Okay. Well, I mean, in theory, this will be replenishing. Well, not really, no, because it's 1,500 per day. So yeah, we need over 2,000 per day. Well, we need 1,000 per day per sprinkler. So we are going to need a fair bit more. But right now, we could run 2 sprinklers. Certainly, we can run the one. As long as we get our food industry going up again, that's going to be okay. I guess I should probably go. So you reach to there. So if I want a gap, I need the gap there. Space already occupied by what? The plumbing? Oh, that's annoying. And it won't do the auto replace? Okay. Yeah, still so cold. So cold. I might cancel the plans over here. I mean, I still think we're going to want a renewable farm, but I'm not sure that this is the place. Plus, it impedes our ability to walk around here. I did queue up the geothermal in the list, so we might get that set up sooner. Hell, maybe we keep going with wood fire. I don't know. I still don't like having to load that in. I think, like, the cold snap is over. That's good. Because the trees should start to grow again now that there is sunshine once more. I mean, I don't think the trees love the intense cold either, but they'll get over it. What are you guys... You're just on a wander. Oh, everyone's idle. So let me turn off these gather spots on those. 7 colonists idle. Really? We're that caught up on work? Okay, well, that's interesting. Now, presumably these can be, toggled off. So I'll unforbid this. Build this one here. So again, this is going to be a gap there. And a gap there. Okay, so yeah, that'll allow that. Let's go and build our deep scanner. So, is that under production or MISC? The drill is here. I guess I should just search. No, ground penetrating scanner. Where are we going to put this? Because this has to be outside. Like this and have a little wall border. I might want to have like, I don't know, I kind of like a double wide walking path. So I could do this, because the assumption will be a double wide walking path there. And I'm going to want to have, I mean, I might have a roof all around too, but I want a roof there so that the person who's working on this isn't getting rained on, for example. And this is something we do quite often. So let's get a comfy chair. Okay, and then power, that should reach just fine. Okay, so we're going to get this. We'll start to find some underground deposits. And yeah, I'll turn the valves off on these two. Masterwork dining chair, nice. Oh yeah, no, sure, safety. The volcanic winter is super not a problem. Turn off the medical. Set the for guests over here. Baby prep, yeah. Okay, we still don't have a proper hospital. I don't know if that's actually about to change, but do I have hospital beds? I do. I don't know if we're going to set up like our entire normal hospital structure, but I don't like it that close. Yeah, it's not, our normal hospital structure is not going to fit in here, but I might go and do this. So we can officially turn these back to regular beds, have 3 regular ones. We're not going to have the huge sterility, but that's okay. We don't have the vitals monitor, although we will get the intravenous drip fee stand. And I guess because of the drip stand, we're going to have a different layout for our hospital beds regardless. And in fact, we might end up with something that just looks more realistic rather than optimized for space, kind of like what we're doing with everything else. Heck, maybe the hospital should be its own room. I don't know. But we'll get some hospital beds. And maybe I should... It does eat a lot of components. Maybe I should just get the one. Now, what does this do for us? Quickly delivering lost fluids, helping the immune system and blood loss recovery when placed directly adjacent to a hospital bed or surgical table. Only works with hospital beds or surgical tables. I wonder if it helps at all with the pregnancy. Let's make sure this one gets set up. All right. You know what? Now, directly adjacent, I wonder if the diagonals will work. Let's go for it. We'll use the extra material. It's okay. This is in place. We do have a fair number of people set on research, so there should be someone here most of the time working on this. We want to get some baby food in here. Do until X. So some. Now, our people might eat baby food. If something else happens, I don't know. We'll see, but we'll set that up. I mean, in theory, we're just going to be able to do breastfeeding, and that'll be okay. But we'll be ready to go. KitchenAid. Oh, right. Everyone's got fibrous mechanites. Yeah. Okay. Fair. And then there's the components, which we would run out of because we need 5 for each one of these, which is kind of ridiculous. And we got some more idlers. Should I have 2 ground penetrating scanners? That's insane. I never do that. Yeah, that's not being... Oh, this could be getting planted. Bad seasonal temperature. I guess it still predicts it might get too cold at night. So it's not going to. Okay, I'm going to create the growing zone, but I will turn this valve off. Although we did build these. But I think that's still going to be the case. And then create... Okay. Cancel. Create growing zone. Oh, yeah. How do I feel about this? Would I rather have a perfect growing zone? I think I would, actually. And part of me is like, hold on, let's shift everything up by 1. No, let's do that. Okay, so this is going to be the one that is mostly cotton. Or, hold on, how much of it is rich soil? Yeah, it's got more rich soil. Then tell you what, this is going to be Devil Strand. And then this is one that's going to be the one that's mostly cotton. And then I'm going to trim off from the bottom. Make this heel root. Hopefully that'll be enough. It does have some fairly decent fertile ground, so we'll see how that goes. And I guess we'll leave this sprinkler on. Because again, the amount of water we're making is, yeah, 2,400, nearly 2,500 per day. So that only leaves 500 for everything else, given what we're set up for. Is 500 per day enough for everything else? I guess we'll have to see. Maybe what I'll do is I'm going to toggle this one off. Actually, let me toggle both of these off for now until both the water towers are full, and then we'll see how the buffer kind of feels at that point. Okay, I think that's relatively okay. And yeah, we're hoping to find a steel thing soon. Actually, what I might want to do, even though we don't have anything to drill yet, right? If I just put it down here, I guess we don't get a preview, but it'll be making chunks for us. I think we'll find out once it's built. I want this built. Cancel all of this. Because I want this to reserve some components and steel. Because what I don't want to do is end up in a situation where we don't have enough steel to build our drill. And then we can't get more steel. That would be bad. Okay, we are planting again. That's great. We still have wood. I guess I have the manager thing, so we will auto chop some trees if we get a little lower, which I think is 500. Need warm clothes. I mean, you're not wrong, game. We should start to make some parkas. I mean, you know what? We should make some parkas just because we're going to want to sell them. Right? There's a market for it. Parkas, kid parkas. Let me copy like these. This is the basic duster kind of thing, or we'll do the pants. Right, just to get the material sorted out. Oh, we actually have a bunch of parkas. Interesting. But people aren't wearing them. I guess they would. I'm not forcing dusters. That's not true. Hang on, I should maybe remove dusters. A lot of people will wear the dusters most of the time because they're really good, but this will allow them, there we go, to wear parkas during cold periods. I think they'll switch back to dusters when the temperature gets more reasonable. Okay, cool. And you are working on parka. Oh, because now they're probably equipped. Yeah, there you go. People have taken all the parkas. Excellent. Okay. I mean, I don't think Walmart employees end up, wearing stuff and then swapping them from shelf to shelf. but not everything that we're going on here is going to be the real life realism. We could actually fit another little grow thing over here, although again, it would impede a little bit on that, but so be it. And yeah, I want to grow this to there. Yeah, so I actually took one piece of floor off that I didn't need to take off. Oh, that reminds me. Did we ever confirm or deny? Yeah, I want to do this before the episode ends. Do we get... we don't get the material out of this. Okay. So there's not a forced minimum amount of material you get back. So it takes one piece of steel to build concrete, and you don't get it back if you tear it down. Okay. There are various mods that change the ratio of how much stuff you get back, and I think might guarantee, because I think this always rounds down. It'd be great if there was a 75% chance that we got one piece of steel back, but I don't think that's how it works. I think it's 75% rounded down, and you lose it if it's not there. Okay, we might still get rid of this, just, I was going to say, to make it look the same. On the other hand, we might end up paving all this, so I should maybe just leave all this concrete here. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here. No major disasters this episode, which would really enable us to go and build things up and move things in the visual direction that I like. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.